Eric Adams doing his best dancehall impersonation. It wasn't him.
I wanted you to just address this a little bit. When you, when you start reading details in that lawsuit, it's very, very specific. I know you said you didn't talk to her, you never met her. How do you explain how specific those details are?
He is not going to be answering specifics of a complaint. He's represented by counsel who will, and we are, with the Corporation Counsel's office is representing him. We are currently reviewing the complaint, and we would make the appropriate answer, and everyone will get that information when we file it with the court.
Thank you, Judge. Specificities from the bird's eye view.
I think the judge responded to that, and I've been very clear from the day this came out. It did not happen. I don't recall meeting the person, and that is not who I am as a person. That I am specific of. Everybody's familiar with the allegations that were made in November of last year, and I want to immediately respond to that as I did in November when they first came out on Thanksgiving Day. This did not happen. It did not happen. I don't recall ever meeting this person during my time in the police department. Back in '93, many of you know, those who have followed me, I was one of the most outspoken voices for fighting not only police abuse, but also for the rights of people. My life has been dedicated and committed to that. I'm sorry that Tracy and Jordan, my family, is going through this right now, but I have been very clear on fighting on the rights of behalf of women, and I'm going to continue to do that. My life has been a clear, open book for almost 40 years now. I have been one of the most public faces in the city, and I have always carried myself with the level of dignity that New Yorkers expect from me. And I want to say to New Yorkers, I'm going to continue to do my job of navigating the city out of the crisis that we have been in, just as we navigated out of COVID, the asylum seeker crisis, public safety, housing crisis. I'm focused on doing that. I've given 3 comments over and over again: stay focused, no distractions, and grind, and the legal team will handle the other aspects of this.
BBN! Jack Frost! What's up, party people? Alright, so... yeah! So apparently, Eric Adams, he says, yo, look, we got these things going on. They're in the court system. But I want everybody to know, absolutely everybody. Not only did I not do it, but I don't even know who this broad is. Okay. Now, this is the wild part. I just want to be clear about this. I think it's hard when you say, as you heard he said he didn't know who she is. I don't know. Maybe it was a misspeak. Maybe he really doesn't know who she is. Maybe he doesn't remember who she is. Maybe she's capping. Maybe, we don't know. Once again, the only reason why I believe he even has this problem is because he tried to get his money from Biden. As soon as he said, I'm going to DC to go talk to Biden to get the money for the migrants, all of a sudden some lady jumped out of the woodwork and said that there's an SA assault charge against him, and now he got problems. Anyway, for everybody that don't know, this woman, her name is Lorna Beach Mathura. I think that's how you say it. Mathura. It's a hyphenated name, Beach Matharu. She filed a lawsuit in Manhattan Supreme Court. She's accusing Mayor Adams of SA. This is allegedly happened, I believe, in 1993. Both of them were working at the police department at that time. She specifically was working in the transit police department, and she was trying to get a promotion. So she went to go see him, and she had to go talk to him, or whatever the case is. The reason why speaking to Eric Adams was a deal is because he was a high-ranking member of the Guardians Association. That's basically a fraternal association that advocates for black members of law enforcement, basically. For everybody that don't know. So in any regard, so she went to him in order to try to get some help with getting a promotion, because that's how it works sometimes. Sometimes you got to get your promotion, but somebody got to put a good word in for you. Be like, yeah, this guy, he's competent. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. In any regard, I guess he said they would talk about it. At one point or another, he offered to drive her home. I don't know if it's the same day she came to him. I have not the slightest idea. He offered to drive her home. Upon him driving her home, they end up going to a vacant lot. They get to this vacant lot. At some point, he lets her know, yo, if you want help, I'm gonna need some help too. I'm assuming at this point, like, there's a giant arrow that is just hovering in midair, pointing at his crotch. In any regard, she doesn't do anything, is what she says. And then at one point or another, he just implicitly tells her that she needs to, he demanded she give him oral, mouth stuff. And then at that point, when she didn't do what he wanted her to do, he then exposed himself and started to manually crank the shaft. Now, with that being said, he's saying this is all lies. He's saying it's not true, as you've heard what he said. I want to know what you guys think. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know if these allegations are true or not, but I do know anyone that the Biden administration gets upset at, all of a sudden they have the police department and they have federal and government looking at them. As y'all also might know, they just recently raided the home of one of Mayor Eric Adams' aides. So they recently raided the home, the feds. So they're currently looking for something on Mayor Eric Adams. I guess they're trying to make it seem like he's the new big bad. Also, remember that other guy, the bling bishop, Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Remember, he recently came out and said that the feds actually approached him and said that some of his problems could go away if he helped them out with some of their problems. And their problems just happen to be the mayor. Like, comment, subscribes. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bowmans. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.